Hello and welcome. I'm Raziel, and because I'm doing a bit of a silly week because it's fun and a bit stranger than usual, I'm actually over the moon that Conquest, Power Bellum Games for Conquest, Last Argument Kings, and probably First Blood as well, have announced a brand new model for pre-order. It is the Yoroni Mini Mahutsu or the Geisha model. You have a choice of two with this one, and I freaking love this model. This is such a cool looking model. It's really one of those things where, like, Games Workshop, when they price something, you always wonder what they're offering, right? Like, they must be having paint thin or something. And with this one, you kind of want what they're taking because it is so cool and so absurd. It's a massive spider with 3 geisha or mahutsu on it. Again, I really apologize if I butcher this, but yeah, I freaking love this. The mahutsu one has a woman, I would say, let's just say a geisha for simplicity's sake, playing a flute, one doing some writing, and one fanning themselves with an umbrella or a parasol. Well, it's a parasol. And the other one is 3 geisha, one just rocking out with a lute. Well, I don't know what the instrument's called, but I hope someone will correct me and tell me what it's really about. On the top of a spider. A massive bloody spider. And it is absolutely wicked. I freaking love this. It is such a well-designed model. Well, with Power Bellum Games, it's something you come to expect right now. But they make great models. They really do. And this is going to be quite a sizable one as well. I would say around about the size of, bigger than a dreadnought, I would say. And there's no tactical rock because tactical rocks are for babies. And this one has a tactical archway. Absolutely being wrecked by this big old spider. It doesn't have to look fluid because it isn't. It's very static, which makes it even creepier for a spider. I always think spiders are always creepy when they don't move. It's when they move, it's like, that's fine. It's when they just suddenly stay still and don't do anything. It's like, just do something, spider, do something. And it has some really cool lore attached to it. I'm just going to read the lore verbatim because it's so freaking cool. The Juromagumu are creatures of mystery, even among the Yoroni. Some claim them to be kin of a kitsune, and point to their refinement and beauty and the power over dreams and song. Others believe them to be Yoroni, attuned to earth and water, a confluence that creates the power element of poison and explains their exalted nature. Others still believe them to be amongst the most enlightened of a Yoroni, capable of discerning reality for what it really is, a web of dream and illusion, woven by balance to keep destruction asleep, who have allied with the spirits that perform the weaving itself. Whatever the case might be, none can deny their power, whether it be entrancing performance of a geisha or the reality-altering sorcery of a mahutsu, especially when combined with their terrifying power of their mount, or is it their body? Either way, the creatures are a dream to fight alongside and a nightmare to face on the battlefield. Yeah, I gotta say, this is just one of those models which absolutely shows what Power Bellum Games can do and why they are one of the best model makers we have right now, especially because Conquest is a fantastic game to play, whether you play the Last Argument Kings or whether you play the skirmish version of the game First Blood. And yeah, this is just such a nice looking model. I freaking love it. I love how the spider seems to be reading the parchment which is coming out of its butt. And it's, like I said, this is just one of his models which is so cool to look at and see. It's really cool. And whether or not, but these geisha people, whatever, are actually part of the spider, or whether they're separate, adds a mystery to it. It's just something that oozes so much charm. And honestly, this is, if you're on the fence about Yoroni, this could tip it for you. The detail on the spider, the fur on its legs, the veins on its face and below its carapace, the busted up archway, the parasol, all of this is showing exactly why this is such a fantastic model. The way the clothes are just sort of dripping down and looks quite fluid and not just cloth on the main model. Again, it's just such a nice looking model. And I've got to say, this is really cool. And it's really done well with the carapacing of the spider as well. There's some little dinks and dents in it, as you can see. There's, you got the one there writing on some parchment. Probably just listing everything wrong with me. That's why they need the spider with its paper coming out of its butt to do it. It's, you've got the almost brain-like abdomen of the spider. It's got the two separate hemispheres, very much like a brain and not just a spider. And you got the fangs and everything in the face. It's honestly, this is such a good model, and I think, like I said, this Conquest and Parabellum games are really showing what they can do. They are, at this point, they're showing off. They really are. This is just like, hey, this is just going to be a standard model for HQ choice for your army, and it's a big one. It's a nice centerpiece for your army, and we're just going to show off. We're just going to show you what we can do. The faces look fantastic. The hair looks like fantastic. The clothing. All of this model just oozes high quality and high fidelity when it comes to creation. There has been so much love. Whoever created this loves the Japanese mythology and theology. They know what they're talking about, they know what they're making, and they've done a very good job with it. Like most of the Yoroni anyway, we have kappas there, and this is just adding to that part of history and really showing, Eastern history and storytelling in this new way, and embracing it at the same time. We've just had Cafe for the old world, but it looks like, cosplaying Empire, in my opinion. And well, this doesn't look like cosplaying Empire. This looks like actual Japanese and Far Eastern lore, and just coming to the tabletop and doing exactly what Parabellum does well. They make great models, and this really is showing it off. This is showing off. I'm sorry, but this is really showing off, and this is absolutely fantastic. Anyway, love this model. Honestly, it's okay. It's a bit steep at about €129.99, so it's about 120 quid. It's a bit steep, and with Conquest you kind of expect that with some of their more artisanal models. But that's the other thing, it is an artisanal model, which means it's there to just be put on your shelf and show off. But they're also very, very well made that you can just use them on the battlefield. It's plastic as well, so it's not resin, which is a huge, huge boost in them. And I've rarely seen any sort of mold lines on their plastic, which again, super, super cool. Anyway, that's this. This is the completely butcher this again. Juramugo Mahatsu and Geisha model. It's full pre-order now, so you can order it now. And yeah, I love it. It's absolutely great. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you wish to save money on your Conquest, of course, there is Wayland Games down below. That's up to 20% off and free delivery up to £20. There is also Forbidden Planet of comics, DVDs, manga, etc., etc., etc. And there is also my merchandise, comics, t-shirts, cups, all done and designed by me. There is also Skyforge, a good friend of mine. Let's get him up the Google algorithm. And finally, Patreon, because business. Bye-bye.